Hi, my name is Ashley Kelsey. I have been a broker with Transworld Business Advisors for approximately 5 years. Business brokerage for me was an opportunity to be able to help people, to take some of the skills and the passions that I have and be able to apply those to help people make some of the biggest decisions in their lives. Local businesses are the heart of the community. They, provide the resources for individuals. So being able to work with those individuals, and sometimes it's people who have been in the business for multi-generational, sometimes they're newer startups, every single one is unique. So a moment that sticks out to myself is I had an individual who contacted me, needed to sell his business. It wasn't making money. It was in a very poor position, looking at a business stance. And as a result, he wasn't sure he'd be able to sell it. Working with that client, we've been able to secure a buyer and to, help make that transaction happen. So being able to do that in a space that's extremely difficult to do is really important. When someone's looking at potentially considering selling a business, it's important that they start the process. They need to develop their professional team. They should talk to their CPA. They need to make sure that they have an attorney that is well-versed in transactions, and definitely seek out an experienced broker to help you through that process. The broker will often be able to give you a valuation and will be able to get it into a realistic avenue rather than using Google and some of those places. It's important that a business owner understands that selling a business is not a fast process. You're not going to be able to list the business for sale, start the process, and be able to move on within a couple of months. If you have a great business and it's in a high demand, then that time frame can happen faster, but often there's going to be required even after the transaction to have a transition period required to really help, turn over all of the operations to that new buyer. Oftentimes people come to me after they are a little bit more burnt out. They are looking at needing to get out for whatever reason. It may be health issues, it may be just no desire, other initiatives. The best time or the right time to really sell a business is when you're at your peak, when you have a strong employment or strong employees, you have whether if you're doing contracts, you have good backlog of contracts, if you you have a good secured lease. So really at the height of your business is going to be the target when you should sell, because that will help you maximize the value of the business. The local community is such a fun place to be. You have especially here in the local area, you have a lot of tourists, you have a lot of attractions, you have a lot of individuals who really have made this their community and their home. So the business scene in this community is always vibrant and it's forever changing. So it gives a lot of opportunities for people looking to own a business here and a lot of opportunities for people who would like to exit. I am from St. Petersburg, Florida, so I am born and raised here. My husband's military, so we have done some traveling, but this is my home. This is the community that I'm raising my children in, the community that my family lives in, and supporting local is always crucial and key in that aspect. I would work in areas that are a little more underserved. I would either work with homeless individuals, nonprofits, I would work with children. My top goal and something that one day when I have the freedom and the flexibility, maybe my retirement job is to open an animal shelter. In the Brandon area, there is a Mediterranean restaurant called Jerusalem. It's on Bloomingdale Ave. The owners are absolutely amazing. It's a family operation. The chef himself comes out and checks on you when you get your meal. They are loving and inviting, and the food is top-notch. I mean, Lion King 2 is my top favorite movie, so Lion King 2 would be my favorite movie. My kids love it, and it's just a good story. I think my favorite book is Start With Why, Simon Sinek. The best piece of advice I've ever received, and I have tried to live by it continuously, is there is no growth without being uncomfortable. The best way that you can reach me is by phone number at 727-902-3602, or you can email me at akelsey, Kelsey, @tworld.com.